Welcome to Everything Carp Fishing. I'm down at my local farm reservoir. It's muddy and it's cold, but hopefully I'll catch something. Let's go. Well, everything's going wrong this morning. I cracked off a spawn. I don't know how that happened. I got a 50-pound arbor called Leader on that. I haven't used that rod for a while, so I'm just wondering if the knot's gone a bit funny or something. I don't know what's happened there. I've put another leader on and I put another spawn on. It's actually the one I found up at Orchard, so I'll see how well it does anyway. Well, I'm going to get my rods out there. I've put about 6 bombs out there, so there's plenty for the whole morning. I'm just going to sort out my rigs. I'm actually fishing with maggots, so I'm going to be putting my maggot hook bait on my rod, and I've put maggots, chopped boilies, pellets and crumbed up boilies as well, with a bit of molasses in there as well, just a bit of extra flavour. There is a lot of bream in now. I'm a little bit worried about catching those, but anything I'll do at the moment, so hopefully eventually I'll get a carp. I'm just going to tackle this up with maggots and I'm just going to set my rod up on maggots and get it out there, and yeah, hopefully I'll get something. Let's do that now. As you can see, it is absolutely freezing cold this morning. My pond in my garden was frozen. Everything is frozen. The ground is frozen as well. It's absolutely freezing cold. For some reason there's other people fishing as well, which I couldn't believe really, because normally this kind of weather no one comes out in it. Well, me. I do. Right, gotta get them hook baits out. Got orange and pink hook baits. I'm gonna be shaving them down, which I've already prepared already, so yeah, I sort of shaved them down already, and just make it easier. I've decided to fish about 12 wraps out. It gives me sort of the central. I've decided to cast my rod out about 12 wraps out. That'll give me that central. I can't say central. That'll give me the central part of the lake, because most of the time when I'm here, they are seen jumping out pretty much in the centre. Maybe slightly more further out than that, but they're pretty much most of the time they're swimming up and down that middle section. It's really deep there in there. It's like nearly 20 feet. Right, let's go and get it out there. Well, I've got my final hook bait all sorted. I've got my little shaved down orange with the maggots tipped off of it. The other one's on a pink that I've shaved down with maggots on top of it. They're little 12mm pop-ups that I've sort of shaved down. They give it buoyancy, so the maggots digging into the bottom of the lake, and also they give it extra visual colour, and hopefully they'll see that, or they'll start feeding and see the little hook bait and pick it up. So let's pull it out there and hopefully something happens. Let's go. I've just decided to put some bait down the margin. You get the odd one coming up and down these margins, not many. I've only ever seen half a dozen swimming up and down, and they're mostly just on their own. There's not any like groups of them, there's just like little singles, but I have seen a couple of big carp swimming up and down this margin in the past. So I thought I'd try that, put some bait in, a couple of scoops and see what happens really. I'm going to give it probably, I might do my usual thing. I might do it like when I might bring the rods in and recast them around about then, so I might just like chuck one down the margins for like 10-20 minutes or something, and I might do it the last sort of 10 to 20 minutes at the end of the session really. But most of the time the bait's just going to be out in the open, unless I see a carp jump off and see it, then I'll cast somewhere near it and see if I can get a bite that way as well. There's a few people around the lake, so it makes it much difficult to move as much. If I see a load of carp jumping in one corner and I can't get in there, well I can't do anything about that. If someone's in there. Yeah, I'm just going to stick at it and see what happens really. I'm sort of not sure if I'm going to get a bite or not. The sun is coming out though, which is really good, but the ground's still frosted over, well, the ground's still frozen over, and we've had quite a lot of minus and zero overnight the last couple of nights as well, and it's been getting really cold. Apparently it's meant to be snowing tomorrow. So that's why I was going to come down tomorrow in the snow. Yeah, I think it's got a good opportunity to get that one down the margins because the sun's coming out, and I think they're going to move up into shallow water and sun themselves hopefully. But if not, I've got some baits out in the middle, in the deeper sort of water where they mostly are in this time of year. So let's see what happens really. It's difficult, these waters, like this water, because it's day only and it's really deep. You catch them the odd time on zigs and the odd time on the bottom, but they're sort of scattered all over the place in the summer and in the autumn. In the winter they do huddle up in them sort of deeper areas. I have seen them on this side jumping in the past as well, and I've seen the odd one in the margins, but rarely. It's a rare occurrence I would see that. So I'm just gonna look out really, see what I can see what I can find. I'm always gonna keep my eye out for seeing any fish. If I see any carp in an area where I can go move to, then I'll move. Gotta make the most of the day. I haven't got huge amounts of time on the bank on a day session, so let's see if I get anything and see if anything arises. If not, we'll just stick at it and hopefully we'll catch. Right, I'm gonna put the kettle on and get myself a drink because it's really cold. And yeah, sit back and freeze out. Well, I'm gonna sit back, have a cup of tea, sit there and see what happens. Check out if I see anything or not, or just I'll just stick to my plan and see if something happens. Well, nothing's really happening at the moment. Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting much really. Just had an indication though, so yeah, looking good. Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting much from today. It's pretty cold and the ground's all frozen and stuff. If I get a bite, it'd be a small miracle really. It'd be like, I'll be literally well happy with that. I mean, the last time I had fish from here I lost it, so I would hopefully I can land one and come back fighting on this venue. I've gone off and fished other venues just to get a few bites. Sometimes I've blanked, sometimes I have caught, but I'm back now down at the reservoir, and hopefully I'll get a few bites in the next month or two, and we'll see what happens really. I've only got up until mid-March on this venue until they close it. Well, I'd just like to say thank you for everyone for subscribing to the channel, and thank you everyone for looking on the blog as well as commenting, and your support is really appreciated. Thank you for everyone for doing that. I've got a whole year plan of venues and waters to fish as well, so 2021's new. Got a few day ticket waters I haven't fished before. I've got an idea for a new syndicate as well, so things are looking promising as well. I've got some really good ideas for some blog posts as well. I've got a couple of really good ideas which I'm going to be sorting out soon, so hopefully I'll be putting them on there. Don't forget to check out the blog, the link will be in the description below. And yeah, well, hopefully I'll get something today and we can kick off the new year in with a fish, which would be brilliant. Well, I don't know, we'll see. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be a difficult one today, but I'm still going, yeah, I'm gonna catch. Hopefully I do. But it's just nice to be out on the bank, even though it's freezing cold and it's gonna snow soon as well. Yeah, hopefully I'll get one today. Normally this time of year I'm off doing other fishing. I normally do a bit of pike fishing and a bit of coarse fishing, but I've been sticking out doing the videos, trying to catch carp. Well, it's been hard, but you know, I've had a few sessions where I've gone pike fishing and had a few, but obviously everything carp fishing needs to catch a carp, need a video for carp fishing, so yeah, so I've got to stick with that for now. Yeah, I've got to, hopefully I'll just keep catching carp and keep going carp fishing. I normally carp fish all year round, but in the winter I do the odd pike fishing and the odd river fishing as well. I haven't had a chance to do much other fishing except carp fishing. I do enjoy carp fishing a lot, but I do enjoy fishing on the river for like chub and stuff like that in the winter, and I do enjoy fishing for pike. I had a few good pike this year, but obviously I've been focusing on the carp fishing for the video, so can't really do that. Can't put a pike fishing video when it's all about everything carp fishing. Well, if anyone's interested in me doing other fishing like pike fishing and coarse fishing and stuff like that, I might make another channel just to put that content on there. If anyone thinks that that's a good idea, then let me know. Otherwise I'll just stick with the carp fishing, and everything carp fishing will just be the #1 priority really. It's been an interesting year, so hopefully the new year brings new opportunities, big carp, and lots and lots of fun as well, and we don't all get miserable and have to spend all our time at home as well. Hopefully we can get out more and do more fishing, and yeah. Right, I'm gonna bring them in and check the hook baits. I'm gonna put one back on the bait spot, and then I'm gonna put another one down at the margin spot that I baited up this morning, and give it 20 minutes or so, and nothing happens. I'll pull it back out, and then I'll try it at the end of the session as well. So yeah, I'm just drinking another cup of tea, warming myself up a little bit, and then I'm gonna do that, bring them in and just basically just check on them and make a little change on one rod for a little while and see what happens really. I haven't seen anything jump at all. Normally on this lake they're jumping like crazy, like even all the time they're jumping. I've even seen them jump in the winter on here, but yeah, it must be a bit too cold for them to jump at the moment. They normally like well, they normally jump, but yeah, we've had really cold weather at the moment, so probably not going to see one jump today. But the sun's beaming down like in front of me on this side of the lake as well, so I'm thinking that there's got to be a carp that must come along here, because the sun's beaming right down, right in this like marginal sort of area. So I think that's a good bet. Really, I think that spot's a good idea at the moment. You know, they're cold-blooded, so they're looking for warmth, and where I see warmth is on this side of the lake. It's shallower, and the sun's beaming down on here, so yeah, making that change. If it works, I might even bring the other one in and put that one in close in as well, so we'll see what happens really. I'm willing to make any changes necessary to catch a carp. So I'm going to finish my tea. Yep, that's good. I just built it. It was really good. Yeah, and then yeah, I'll finish it and then have a go, a little change, and hopefully that'll make some difference, or a difference, or something. Yeah, you know, don't stop, continue, and hopefully it will pay off in the end. Well, I've given the margins long enough, brought in and put it back out on the bait spot. So yeah, I think down the margins at the moment, but I'm going to top it up a little bit of bait in a bit. Just put another little half scoop or something like that, or a full scoop, a little bit of bait in that margin. Yeah, put it back on the baited spot. I'm going to put in another spom or two just to top up the spot, and hopefully I'll get something. Let's hope, eh? Oh, well, nothing today. I've tried my best, and I kept hoping I was going to get a bite, but I don't think they're moving. I just don't think they're feeding at all. Doesn't matter. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.